Welcome back to your channel. Christ loves you forever. Join me as I dive deep into Romans 8:28 and try to uncover what God's plan for you really is. One of the most beloved and reassuring verses in the Bible is Romans 8:28, which says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This verse is a beacon of hope for many believers, giving them confidence that no matter what they face in life, God is always working for their good. But let's be real. Life can be tough, and sometimes it's hard to see how our struggles fit into God's plan. We've all been there, wondering why we're facing a particular challenge or hardship, and struggling to make sense of it all. Maybe you've been praying for a solution to a problem for months, and it seems like God is just not answering. Or perhaps you've been facing a season of uncertainty, and you're not sure what the future holds. When we're in the midst of these struggles, it's easy to feel like God has abandoned us, or that He's not working for our good. We might start to question whether He's really in control, or if He cares about what we're going through. These feelings of doubt and uncertainty can be overwhelming and can even lead us to wonder if we're really following God's plan for our lives. But what if I told you that your struggles are not a sign that God has abandoned you, but rather an opportunity for you to grow closer to Him? What if your hardships are not a diversion from His plan, but rather an integral part of it? This is what Romans 8:28 is trying to tell us, that even in the darkest of times, God is always working for our good. To understand this verse, we need to look at its context. Romans 8 is a chapter that's all about the freedom and assurance that comes from living in the Spirit. Paul is writing to the early Christian church in Rome, encouraging them to live a life that's guided by the Holy Spirit, rather than by their own desires. In verse 28, he's reminding them that no matter what they face in life, God is always working for their good. This verse is not saying that bad things won't happen to us. We all know that they will. But what it is saying is that God can take even the worst of circumstances and use them for our good. This is not just about individual experiences, but also about the collective experience of faith. When we trust in God's plan, we can have confidence that He's working for our good, even when we can't see it. This is the key to understanding Romans 8:28. God's plan often transcends our immediate understanding. We might not see how our struggles fit into His plan right now, but that doesn't mean that He's not working for our good. Faith is about trusting in God, even when we can't see what's going on behind the scenes. It's about believing that He knows what's best for us and that He's always working for our good. When we apply this to our own lives, it can be incredibly freeing. We don't have to worry about trying to figure out God's plan for us or trying to make sense of our struggles. Instead, we can simply trust in Him, knowing that He's always working for our good. This is the promise of Romans 8:28, that no matter what we face in life, God is always working for our good. So I want to leave you with this reassurance today. God is working for your good even in the tough times. He's not abandoned you and He's not forgotten about you. He's always working for your good, and He's always with you. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Romans 8:28. If you've got a story about how God has worked for your good in the midst of struggle, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. And if you're looking for more resources to deepen your understanding of faith, be sure to check out my next video. Thank you for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on prayers and Catholic teachings. Until then, stay safe. God bless.